Well, I think there's a period of adjustment as people realize that they have to move from just thinking about how to protect themselves to accepting the fact that they may have already been compromised. I think that it's highly possible that most people on the internet today have been hacked at one time or another and do not know it. It used to be that you could just wait until something went wrong, and if something went wrong with your computer, then you would investigate whether or not you've been hacked. You should still do that, but there's now little chance, I think, that you'll know. You just have to assume that your stuff may have already gotten out there. Your credit card information, your banking passwords, other information may have been taken from your computer and sold and resold. And there may be a keylogger on there now recording everything you do. There is nothing that is safe to do on the internet at all. And you can't, one should take basic measures, antivirus and firewall and updating operating system. All your applications should be updated, if possible, automatically. And that's absolutely no guarantee at all that you'll be safe. The bad guys have gotten extremely sophisticated. Well, unfortunately, the bad guy ecosystem is better than the good guy ecosystem. They've taken their money that they've gotten through phishing scams and spam and renting out botnets, and they've reinvested it. And now they have more zero-day exploits. They can attack basically at will. If a company like Google cannot keep hackers out, you can't keep hackers out. I can't keep hackers out. You just have to live, accept that it's contested territory. Your computer is contested territory. Maybe you've got it right now, and maybe you don't. And you have to adjust your life. I think the future of hacking it is already driven by organized crime. As I report in my book, those organized criminals are protected by governments in Russia, in China, in Ukraine, and elsewhere, particularly in the former Soviet bloc. And unless we develop new protocols for the internet, unless we treat this as a major geopolitical issue, and countries in the West confront other countries about what's happening and make it a top issue along with war and oil and whatever the other issues are, it's going to continue to get worse and worse and worse, and the internet will be balkanized, it'll be split up, and there won't be one internet that we all share. It will either be corporate protected internets or country protected internets that don't connect to each other. I can see that happening. Cloud computing means a lot of different things, but taking it to mean services, data and services stored away from the corporate client and provided online, it dramatically increased the risks. If you look at Gmail and Hotmail and other services, there are many things that are provided that way. It's terribly convenient and it's terribly dangerous. There are just many more ways for the bad guys to get the information they need. And I don't really know what to do about it. But it just seems that we're more and more dependent on the internet, and the internet is more and more unsafe. That's a bad combination. Delivering security services from the cloud makes sense, but I think the most important thing is real-time services, and I understand that there are some cloud services that could be real-time, but what I think is the most important thing is that instead of reputation-based services, you need something that looks at exactly what's going to happen to the user. So, for example, I'm sitting at home. I get a friend of mine sending me a shortened link on via Twitter, perhaps. It says, "Hey, check this out," and it's a bit.ly or another shortened URL that doesn't mean anything. If I click on it, I need a service that clicks ahead of me and sees what sort of code is operating on the page. There are a few services that offer that. I think everybody needs that because a site can be legitimate right now and not legitimate 5 minutes from now. It might have been hacked, it might have been compromised, and the shortened URLs mean that you're trusting whatever service, and you're trusting whoever sent that to you, and that they are really who they say they are, and they might have just been compromised. So I don't want to click anywhere unless somebody's been there first and made sure it's okay. And I think that might be delivered over the cloud, fine. But I think that's essential going forward.